Jamal wakes up at 5 a.m. He works long hours, handles the bills, and makes sure his family has everything they need. He believes if I provide, I've done my job. But when he gets home, Amina barely looks at him. She's busy, distracted, frustrated. He feels like no matter what he does, it's never enough. Amina, on the other hand, is exhausted. She manages the household, the kids, the emotional well-being of the family. She believes if I hold everything together, I've done my job. But Jamal doesn't seem to notice. He doesn't ask how she's feeling. He doesn't see the weight she carries. Two people in love, in pain, missing each other completely. This is the love gap. And today, we're going to close it. Welcome to the Compassionate Pathway podcast. My name is Uncle Akbar, and together we'll explore the emotional depth of creating a fulfilled life. This is your space to connect with your heart, nurture your relationships, and live with intention. Let's walk this path together. Why do women and men miss each other? We want to be loved, but we don't feel seen. We want to be valued, but we don't feel heard. We want to be appreciated, but we don't feel understood. Most men express love through protection and provision, believing that their sacrifices should speak for themselves. But when their effort is met with frustration instead of gratitude, they feel rejected, disrespected, emotionally disconnected. Most women express love through nurturing and emotional caretaking, believing their presence and attention should be acknowledged. But when their exhaustion is overlooked, they feel invisible, unappreciated, emotionally disconnected. And when we don't feel seen, we don't just pull away, we build walls. We know that men often seek emotional connection through respect. For many men, emotional safety isn't built through deep conversations. It's built through feeling valued for their sacrifices. When a man feels respected, he feels emotionally secure. When he feels criticized, he feels rejected and pulls away. And for women, emotional safety is built through being seen, heard, and acknowledged. If a woman feels invisible, she starts to shut down emotionally. When a woman doesn't feel seen, she stops reaching out. When a man doesn't feel respected, he stops engaging. And slowly they turn away from each other instead of turning towards one another. This is where compassionate mapping comes in, a tool I use in my coaching to help couples break this cycle. It's about recognizing each other's unspoken struggles and learning to turn towards one another rather than away from one another. We have to begin to recognize the invisible labor on both sides. Amina doesn't see that Jamal's long hours come with silent fears. What if I fail? What if I can't provide? What if I'm not enough? Jamal doesn't see that Amina's exhaustion isn't just from household tasks. It's from constantly carrying the emotional weight of the relationship. Compassionate mapping means seeing beyond the surface, mapping out the unseen sacrifices both partners make and acknowledging them. See her effort, see her heart. Hear him, hear his struggle, hear his unspoken fears. Appreciate her patience, appreciate her emotional labor. Honor him, honor his commitment, honor his dedication. These small steps in language change everything. Instead of assuming your partner knows how much you appreciate them, say it. Instead of waiting for them to acknowledge your struggles, show them. One couple I worked with was stuck in this cycle. He worked late. She felt ignored. She felt overwhelmed. He felt unappreciated. Every conversation turned into an argument. We implemented one small ritual, a 5-minute check-in every night. They would ask each other, "What's one thing you did today that you wish I had noticed?" At first, the answers were surface level, but then they started to open up. He realized She had been handling emotional stress he'd never acknowledged. She realized he carried financial fears he never expressed. And suddenly, they were seeing each other again. Now it's your turn. Take a moment and answer these two questions. What is the one thing you do for your relationship that you wish was seen more? What is the one thing your partner does that you haven't acknowledged recently? Pause, reflect, then tell them. Love doesn't die from conflict. Love dies from not being seen. And today, we choose to see each other again. If this episode has resonated with you, I invite you to take the next step. Join my coaching session where we go deeper into compassionate mapping, helping couples shift from silent resentment to deep connection. Because love isn't about what we do, it's about what we notice. And today, we start noticing again. It is my prayer that you have found something here that lights your way forward. Until next time, keep living with compassion and intention.